Hey, what's up guys, welcome to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Alison. So for today's video, I'll be doing my 2021 best of makeup of the year, and this is basically an item that I only used during the year of 2021, and you might see some duplicate item that I already talked about in 2020 just because I've been really loving them and it has become my holy grail, so that's why I've been continuous wearing them. So basically these are the staple items that I would bring it with me when I'm traveling, because when you're traveling you want to make sure your makeup is stay put on throughout the day, that it works best for your skin type and your skin situation. So this would be the item that I would travel along with me. So I was debating, should I do this type of video because it was kind of late. It's already in February, and by the time I put this up it might be already in March, but I still want to put it up for you guys because I know my channel, I do a lot of foundation, beauty related content, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are here for the items that I recommend and what becomes my staple items, since I review a lot of beauty items on my channel. So what ended up in my makeup bag in the 2021. So if you guys are interested what are the items that has been the best of the year in 2021, then let's keep on watching. Alright, before we moving on to the setting powder, loose setting powder, let's go into my concealer. So before my concealer, again, I use a Becca under eye brightener. If you guys are not new here, you guys know this is something that I use every single time when I put on my concealer, because this peach color, it just gives me the very nice brighten out my dark circle effect. So I need this in my life. It's a game changer, and I already used up this like 2 and 3 bottles, and I know Becca, they are not doing their business again, but they have crossover with Smashbox, so that is how they keep this product with Becca, because this is like the bestseller, I believe. So this is the peach color and light to medium shade. Before there's only one shade, and now they have light to medium and medium to dark shade. So I've been loving this since the beginning. They only have one shade, so you guys can see it has a little peach color which helps brighten out your skin tone. So what I usually do is I put it right underneath my eye area, and then I cover it up with the concealer. So this is the concealer that I've been loving from McGRATH. This is in the shade L5. McGRATH concealer, I recommend it to you guys, and some of you guys have reached out back to me, said you guys have been loving it, and I'm glad I'm able to help, because that's why I'm here to try out the product for you guys, to recommend with you and recommend it for you and see what it works for me, and it might work for your skin type, depends on what you're looking for. So this is the concealer consistency. You guys can see it is not like a matte finish, but at the same time it gives me the full coverage. I love that it's blendable, because when it is this kind of texture of a concealer, for me, especially for my under eye, it blends up very nicely. It doesn't enhance the fine line, so it just gives me the most natural finish at the same time with the full coverage. And if you want to make sure it doesn't move around, you have to set it with loose setting powder. So that's normally what I use with this concealer, and this is actually my second bottle. I don't finish up a concealer bottle easily, so when you guys know this is my second bottle and I just open it up, you guys know I've been loving it. And if you guys want a more of a full coverage, I usually would leave it on my under eye area, and then I'll move on to blend out my foundation, and I'll come back to my under eye area and blend it out. That way it gives you more of a marinated, it kind of like a food in a way. If you marinate your chicken, and it will just give you a little bit more taste. So with concealer, if you marinate it underneath your eye, it will just give you a little bit more of a coverage. It's just the same concept. So that's how I've been loving this concealer. I marinate it for about a minute or 30 seconds, and then I'll move on and blend it out, and it gives you the full coverage finish that I've been looking for. And even though when it dries down, it doesn't dry down with the fine line underneath my eye, that's why I've been loving it. Alright, now concealer is done, let's move on to the loose setting powder. So this year, I'm not very picky with my loose setting powder, because I've been trying to finish up my RCMA no color powder 3 ounce. 3 ounce product, it takes me a while to finish it, even though I do my makeup every time with this loosening powder, and I do put quite a lot of loosening powder. So this lasts me a long way since I purchased this a couple years ago. So the way that I like to use this, and because this is quite affordable, and when you open it up, this is what it looks like. So it's not convenient at all if you purchase with this size of the product. So the way that I like to use it is to put it into your empty loosening powder package. I saved the package from Cover FX because I've been loving this packaging that it comes with a cover, so when you travel with you, it doesn't just goes everywhere. So I've been refilling this like twice during this year in 2021. So I would just take out the plastic up here, and then I'll put the product in it and then put the lid back on, and you can dispose the product. So this is how I've been using the RCMA refill to the empty jar to use this product, because this is a lot easier to dispose the product and keep it and travel with you. And I like that this loosening powder, it is like matte finish. It doesn't give you that white cast, and also because I have quite oily skin during the summertime, I'll be packing this all over my face and it works like a gem. And now moving on to the brow area. So for eyebrow, nowadays I'm not too picky about it, and I want to make it more of a natural finish in a way. So it does change around with my brow, how I like to fill it out. So in the year of 2021, I would just use whatever I have in my makeup collection. So this time around, I have this newborn brow EX from Asian brand. I believe this is a Japanese brand, and I want to finish it up. That's why I've been using this, and I don't quite like a eyebrow pencil that is very thick and it's kind of dull at the front part, because I'm so used to with Benefit eyebrow pencil, and I'm so used to with Anastasia. So those are the ones that I usually go with, but it tends to give me a more bold eyebrow look. And with this dull finish, what is nice about it is you can just go in and just kind of fill it out. It doesn't have any strategy with this kind of eyebrow pencil, but what I like about this is it comes with a little sponge up here, so you can fill in your eyebrow color, so you don't have to go in with a lot of stroke on your eyebrow. You can just fill it in with this eyebrow powder. It comes with a huge brush on the back side to brush out your hair brow. So this is something that I've been using recently, but I'm also not too picky about eyebrow pencil nowadays. But the next item is a must-have item. This is the Benefit Brow Definer. So what it does, it comes with this 3-stroke brush, and because I don't have much eyebrow at the front part and I want to mimic my eyebrow fluffy eyebrow look, then I'll just go in with this and kind of just mimic my hair in a way. It kind of looks like my hair is like a bushy eyebrow that it can control, and it goes everywhere, kind of look like a bushy look eyebrow. So this is something that I needed all the time with me, and I like it because I've been using it for about 3-4 months. Some of them I've been using for 6 months, and it still have the pigmentation on. So actually it's called Brow Microfilling Pen that I've been really into this year since I discovered, and I have this in the shade medium brown. Last year I've been using a lot powder as well, so this would be the powder that I have been using. I remember I purchased this in Japan when I travel, but you can just find it in your local Japanese supermarket, or you can just find it online, or I believe Amazon might have it too. And I like to use a brush like this, like a brow pencil brush. This is actually from Bobbi Brown, and I've been really loving it because it picks up quite a lot of product with this brush. And this is just called the eyebrow brush from Bobbi Brown. I'll just step into the product and then fill in the gap. So just kind of put back the color into my eyebrow so it doesn't have that sparse looking, or I don't have to go in with the pencil again. So this is usually how I put on my eyebrow. Alright, now moving on to eyeliner. And this year again, I do not use a lot of eyeliner because there's no point of me just putting on eyeliner when I go out with my friends, or there's no occasion that I feel like I want to put on my eyeliner, except I'm filming a video. So normally I don't put on eyeliner much these days just because we have been working from home, and when I go out with friends, we just put on my eyelashes. Sometimes I just go a very natural looking. But if I do put on my eyeliner, this is the Benefit roller liner eyeliner that I've been using a lot, and I've been having this for a year, I believe, and it's still working. And it does look like a felt tip brush. You guys can see it's a very pigmented eyeliner, doesn't move around, and very pigmented. And I really have been loving this eyeliner just because some of the eyeliner, they are pigmented, but once it's go through the glitter like I'm using today, if I'm go over the glitter, it will just block, the ink comes out, and then if I wipe it out, it still got stuck. So I'm quite picky about the eyeliner because sometimes, depends if I'm doing a glittery eye look, some of the eyeliner it doesn't go through and it got stuck and it dries out. But this, it does wonder with glitter eyeliner. You must have to clean it out right after, but it still gives you the pigmentation and it is quite precise. And again, I do have very oily eyelids, so this is the eyeliner that it doesn't smudge on me. Okay, now moving on to my only contour that I've been loving in the 2021. And this is the contour that I've been using it since I purchased in a Sephora VIP sale. And I checked back in my video, it has been 9 months that I've been using this makeup item for 9 months straight and not using something else. So first off, this is the Patric Ta palette, and this is the contour palette, and there's 3 shades I believe they have launched. So this is in the shade She's Sculpted. And if you guys know me, I'm very particular with my bronzer. I'm someone that who put on a bronzer and no blush. So if you guys are really picky about it, you guys can try out this contour. I've been using it strictly for 9 months, and even though I travel with it, and because I've been loving it, so I also purchased a similar brush head that he comes up with because he's a makeup artist and I've been loving his work and his makeup look, very natural, but he knows what he is doing with his work and he's a very humble guy. So I've been loving his product, supporting him in his brand. I basically have almost at least 1 item or 2 items of each product that he launched with, even the eyeshadow palette, lip liner, lip gloss, and lipstick. Everything that you can name of, I have purchased from his brand just because I want to support him, and I genuinely just love his item. This is the contour that it comes with the liquid formula and it comes with a powder formula, and you guys can see I barely use the powder formula just because I feel like it's enough just using the contour in this cream shade. And this kind of reminds me of the Tom Ford contour, and I actually have it with me. And I do have to say, Tom Ford contour, it has been out for a very long time. So this is the Tom Ford packaging. It comes with a highlighter, but it's a waste because it just doesn't work, and a lot of people just doesn't use the highlighter shade right here because it doesn't does the job. You guys can see it looks like a glitter and it doesn't give you highlight effect. It just gives you that glazed dough effect. So it's not a really good highlighter, but with the contour shade, you guys can see this is what the shade looks like. I still do actually like the product of this, but I like the Patric Ta one a lot more just because it gives me the most contour shade. I'm not sure if that makes sense, but with the Tom Ford, it looks kind of more of a brownie tone, kind of like a muddy tone. But with Patric Ta, it comes with this more of a neutral tone of a contour shade. It looks more natural on the face in a way. And this, it kind of look a little bit more of a muddy shade. That's why I've been really going into the Patric Ta one. And you guys can see Tom Ford one, it just leaves you that glowy finish. And it feels like it will just move around. So I do highly recommend with the Patric Ta. It just stay there right after it dries down. So before it dries down, you have to make sure you work it quickly to blend out into your face. It's kind of like diagonal to your ear, and this is where you want to put the product and just dab it in, focus in this area. It will just blend out very nicely like you put on the powder. It looks very natural, and it does gives me the huge effect. If I do it on only one side of my face, you guys will see a huge difference. And put it on this side of my face because I didn't do much contour today, so this is how I usually like to dab the product in, and you guys can see it gives you that illusion your face is slim. You guys can see it gives me the quick illusion that my face is slimmer in a way. I'm telling you guys, has been my holy grail product because I've tried it before and compare this side on this side of my face without makeup or without contour. It looks huge difference. Alright, last but not least, highlighter. And I actually have not been using a lot of new highlighter, except I've been really wanting to try out, but lately I've been trying to finish up what I have in my collection. So the first item here I've been loving in the year of 2021 is the Becca travel size in the shade Opal. Nothing new. This is something that I got it from a long time ago from my Sephora points, and this is the travel size. It's easy to travel with. It gives you the pigmentation, and I don't think this is nothing new to you guys. You guys can see it gives you a very nice reflection. So this is like the highlighter that I've been loving in the year. And the next highlighter, and this is an investment in a way, it's quite expensive, but you get 4 different shades. And because I know and I trust Jaclyn with her highlighter, she's a queen of highlighter, so I purchased her brand Jaclyn highlighter, and you guys know this is in a good love. It's all scratchy. I traveled it with me before, and I've been really loving it just because I love the texture of it. So this is in the palette The Flush. This is from Jaclyn Cosmetics, and it's quite luxury and quite heavy on the mirror, but I have been really loving these 3 shades because it really so buttery. I can't really have a word to explain her highlighter shade. You guys can see for yourself. She is really good with highlighter, and you guys can see it is the highlighter. It gives you the most pigmentation, but at the same time you can do it very light hand, and the reflection, it just, even though you have textured skin, it just looks so nice on your face. This is the highlighter. I've been loving it, and you guys can see compared to the Opal one. This is the Opal one with this light swatch. It's more of a natural finish, and with this is like boom, it's right there with the highlighter. So I've been really loving her highlighter. She's like the idol of highlighter for me. So this is all the items that I have been really enjoy using it in the year of 2021, and especially I don't do a lot of makeup in the year of 2021. So I've minimized down all the products that I really have been using it in this year 2021 that I have been loving, and this item that I would travel with me a lot of the time. So these are my stable item, and you might be seeing some of them in the next year just because once the item is really good, I would just keep using it, keep purchasing it, and it has become my stable items. When you find something that it works for you, just keep it, because you can guarantee it works for you even though you're traveling with you. Again, if you bring an item to travel with you, that's the item that you have been really loving it and you trust the item. So this is how I find out these are the items that I have been really loving in the year of 2021. So I hope you guys enjoy watching this video, and also give me a big thumbs up. I know this video is going to be a long one and I might have this in 2 different parts, but bear with me. This is all the items that I've been really loving in the year, and I want to recommend to you guys. And with that being said, don't forget to subscribe down below to support my channel so that I know you guys loving this kind of content, and also give me a big thumbs up here to support me here, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye guys.